Hello, 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 my darlings. Welcome to A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. I'm so happy to have you here today because I need to talk to you about the spirit of greatness. But as I've talked to you about the spirit of greatness, which is hard to come by to get that spirit, please be reminded that I have done this show based on this book here, Super Aging. I don't know them, they don't know me. But I like the getting older without getting old. What I'm trying to do for people at a certain age, 55 and older, 45 and older, 65 and older, is to get you going, to let you know that you are going to be getting older, but you don't have to get old. You have things to do, places to go, people to see. You know, you got life to live. You got to live it, live it, live it. Got to find your juice. You know, over here with Dr. McGarry, she talks about finding your juice, the well-lived life. These two books have been the cornerstone of what I've been talking about besides the Bible. Now, you know, the Bible's first and then these two books. But, you know, I just want you to have a good life, a better life, an outstanding life, something that you can look forward to. Just because you retired doesn't mean you got to jump in the coffin. My biggest thing is step out of the coffin and grab on to a slice of life. And I talk about myself, Georgianne. I mean, you know, you say, well, you're not all that to be all that. No, I'm not. I'm asking you to love the journey with me. And then this is what I ask. You know, I teach at Clark Atlanta University. I'm a humanities adjunct professor. Been there 20 years as an adjunct. Wonderful. Let me just tell you what I ask my students. And I'm going to ask you the same thing. And I've asked you this, and I think this might be my closing and my beginning and my middle. At what age? No, you don't want to live to be my age because you talk about me. I'm 81. Soon you hear 80, then I don't know anything. I don't know right from wrong. I don't know up from down. I don't know left from right because I'm 81. I should not be dating. I should not be calling in to hardly initiated. I should not be trying to look at what's going on YouTube. What am I doing? You're 81. You need to be somewhere sitting down doing what? Crocheting? I don't crochet. I create. You see? Because God sent me here. I raised my hand to come here. So I'm here on a mission. And part of the mission is you. You are part of my mission and my purpose because you are the one I'm trying to grab and just take into some kind of reality. When you start talking about people, the very person you talk about at a certain age, karma is a B and you know it. I'm not going to say the whole word. Karma will come back. And when you get to that age, what you need to do is write down the very first person. When you start talking about 80-year-olds, you need to write down, I don't want to make 80. And you won't make 80. When you get 55 or 35, you're 35 now, you say, woo, 55, OG. Write that down. All the things you say about an age group, I need you to write it down, fold it up, and put it somewhere where you're going to always have your license. And when you get that age, I want you to look at how stupid you sound. I want you to read how stupid you sound. Okay? Because when you get 55, you're going to be like, oh, you're going to start stuttering and puttering. And you remember super aging, getting older without getting old. You're going to remember this, lady. All right? So, I'm 81. Soon as you hear 81. Oh, you know what? I wanted to run for office. I've run for office. But you know why I can't run for office now? Because 81. The number 81, somebody's going to run me away. Like you're trying to run away President Biden. My whole thing is, if that's not a good age, then do all of you don't want to make that age. I think you should all die before you make the age that you talk about. And then you don't have to worry about making an age. You don't have to worry about all that goes along with this 81. I think I'm doing pretty good for 81 myself. I mean, you know, if you're new to the show, you know I had cancer 3 times. The gums are gone over here, so there's no teeth over here right now. We're going to figure out something. I don't know what it is. I'm going to be on Hardly Initiated talking about I need to marry somebody who got some good dental insurance so I can get some teeth. Oh, Lord Jesus, stop it, Georgianne. But anyway, it is a financial thing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So listen, I'm talking to you today. I have a very short time. The spirit of greatness. Oh, you know what? At Clark Atlanta University, they have, every year, they have a spirit of greatness event. And I got this really from Les Brown was talking about the spirit of greatness. So it must be something I'm supposed to say, because this is not what I was going to do. But when I opened up my book, I was going to go to my well-lived life and go back to the next chapter. We've already gone through all the chapters of super aging, but the book opened up on a spirit of greatness. I thought about that thing. I said, you know what? I always pray, before I do these shows, to ask the Lord, what am I supposed to say to somebody? Is somebody out there that needs to find their spirit of greatness? I wouldn't come upon the spirit of greatness if I didn't need to tell somebody. So how do you find that spirit of greatness? How do you dig in here? Well, one, you can read these 2 books and find out some things, but you can pray, ask God to ask you. It's all back to purpose. Remember yesterday I said, if you get your skill set might lead you to your purpose. Your skill set may lead you to your purpose. Do you understand your skill set? Do you know what you know how to do? What would you do free? I do this free. I freely do this. I get up and put on, I haven't been anywhere today, but this is one of my nicest sweaters. Isn't it nice? It feels so good. It's soft. You know what I'm saying, right? It's so soft. And then I put on my good pearls. I put on Wayne McMillan's. Then I always wear my good jewelry. When I found something not as, over the top, I just decide what I want to put on. Isn't that a good feeling? That's a good feeling, And so I just said, you gotta get up with that kind of attitude. Nobody pays me to do this, and I enjoy it. And even if they paid me to do it, I would not stop doing it. I understand you can't get paid for doing this, but I'm doing it because I definitely want to help you. I do, and I know that a lot of people helped me through that last cancer. It was a lot of prayers through the first one. Big Bethel AME Church during the first one, they did some praying to get me through that breast cancer. And then these last 2 cancers, it was just a collaboration of so many people and entities and powers and good spirits that prayed me through the last 2. And so who am I to get through something and I don't get back and help somebody else? I don't know if you got cancer. Maybe you just heard you had cancer. Maybe somebody just told you you had cancer. Maybe you're going through cancer. Maybe you had to do chemo like Reverend Dr. Maurice Wright the other day. Sometimes you just have to go to that chemo. They took me off. They did. Did I ever say that before? They took me off. So I'm already on borrowed time. What are y'all talking about? So I'm saying to you, don't worry about it. God got all of it. He does. And there's a spirit of greatness inside of you that needs to come out of you and get on with the skills and the purpose. So we got skills, we got purpose, we got spirit, we got all these things that are sitting, waiting for Georgiana to come along and tell you to pull them out with the no teeth. There was a time I would never, ever. I got over all that. I got over all of it. Because I feel like, for what I've been through, how dare I judge? How dare I, what I want to say? How dare I allow something that can be fixed, that's not fixed yet, to get in the way of what I'm supposed to do for the Lord? How dare I? How dare I? And so I come here in my little studio. Y'all like my new studio? I liked it over there, but I like this too. Anyway, like what over there is. I laugh at myself. Anyway, I want you to think about the spirit. Think about God's spirit. Think about, how many times have you heard this? You may be tired of hearing it, but it's the truth. We are humans, right? But we are spiritual. The energy never stops. We're living a human existence. We're here right now. We've been here. We'll come back. It's spiritual. It's a spirit. And trust me, there's some people out there that do not want you to find or listen to this video or find your purpose or understand how skillful you are or know how important you are to this world, to your community, to your family. There are evil people out there. Do not allow those people to change what you know is right. Listen, the voice, you can hear, you can hear, you can hear, you can hear God talking to you. You can hear it. You can hear, you hear it at night. You hear it in the morning. You hear, I give you an example. You'll say, something said, don't go that way. You didn't go that way and they had a big accident that way. And you'll say, something said. You call it something said. I call it divine intervention. Call it what you want. If you think you're here and you got all this because of what you know, you'll find out. All of them who say that, they find out in the end. So I'm not here to condemn. I'm here to bring forward a person on the other side of the screen that has been waiting for me to say, you are great. You are wonderful. You have something to do. Don't diminish and don't not acknowledge the skills that God has given you. And study yourself. Who knows yourself better? Where is it? What do I tell everybody, all of you I've been saying to do what? Get a what? A mirror. Dollar store, my favorite place to shop. Look at it, because you cannot lie to that person. You can lie to everybody around you. But when you lie to yourself, you thought you were a fool. You're a real fool when you lie to yourself. I'm not going to lie to Georgianne. I may not tell all what I need to tell publicly or privately. But when I look in that mirror, I get up and look in the mirror and I'm like, girl, God has blessed you to have another day. And that spirit of greatness is there. And so I got Georgianne up with the grace of God. That's how I got here. The spirit of greatness, I ain't got to look for it. I feel it every day. I know he got some better things for me and some more things for me to do. He got some more things for you to do. What are you doing? What are you doing? You get on in the coffin then. That's what you want to do. You're doing your obituary. You want to get in so fast. You can't wait to retire. Oh, Lord, what I'm going to do? My God, my God. You have 10 years after retirement. Minimum. Find your spirit of greatness. God got something else for you to do. He has something else for you to do. Do it. Stop procrastinating. Stop making excuses for this, that, and the other. And get into the world. Get into life. Get out of the coffin. Grab a slice of life and rush forward into a spirit of greatness. I love you. Oh, I'm so glad you can't do anything about it. Because some of y'all try to figure out how to stop that. Oh, my God. Hallelujah. I love you.